It was a cold October evening when Emma and her two friends, Daniel and Claire, decided to explore the abandoned Hawthorne house. The mansion had stood at the edge of town for nearly a century, its windows broken, its roof sagging, and its garden consumed by weeds. The townspeople whispered stories about it, about the Hawthorne family who had once lived there, and how they had vanished one night without a trace. Emma, always curious and fearless, convinced her friends to go inside. "Come on," she said with a smirk, holding her flashlight. "It's just an old house. What's the worst that could happen?" Daniel hesitated. "People say it's haunted. My uncle swears he saw lights moving inside." Claire shivered, pulling her jacket closer. "We should just look from the outside." But Emma had already pushed open the heavy front door. It groaned like something alive, and the sound echoed through the dark halls. Inside, the air was damp, heavy, and suffocating. Their footsteps crunched on broken glass and rotting wood. The walls were covered with peeling wallpaper, and strange black stains spread across the ceiling like veins. They explored room after room, dusty bedrooms, a dining hall with a long table still set with cracked plates, and a study where books lay scattered across the floor. Then they found the mirror. It stood in the corner of the upstairs hallway, tall, ornate, its silver frame carved with strange symbols none of them could recognize. Unlike everything else in the house, the mirror was spotless. Emma stepped closer and whispered, "It looks new. Like someone's been cleaning it." As she raised her flashlight, they all froze. Their reflections were wrong. In the mirror, the hallway behind them was darker, twisted, almost alive. Their faces were pale and gaunt, their eyes hollow. And behind their reflections, stood another figure. A tall man, dressed in black, with no face. Claire screamed and turned around, but no one was there. Only the empty hallway. When they looked back at the mirror, the faceless man was closer. Daniel dropped his flashlight, and the beam flickered wildly. "We need to leave. Now." They ran down the stairs, but the house seemed different, endless, shifting. Doors that had once led outside now opened into new rooms. The wallpaper pulsed as if the walls were breathing. Whispers crawled through the air, voices layered on top of each other, chanting words none of them could understand. Emma grabbed Claire's hand and pulled her forward. "There. The front door." But when they reached it, the door was gone. In its place was another mirror. This time, they saw themselves trapped inside it, pounding, screaming, while their real bodies stood motionless, staring blankly ahead. Daniel fell to his knees, sobbing. "It's not real, it's not real." The faceless man appeared behind their reflections, raising a pale hand. The glass rippled like water. One by one, their reflections were pulled inside, vanishing into the darkness. And then, the real Emma felt cold fingers close around her neck. The next morning, the townspeople noticed something strange about Hawthorne House. The broken windows looked clean, almost polished. And in the upstairs hallway, the tall mirror shone brightly. If you looked closely, you could see 3 new faces inside, frozen, pale, and screaming forever. If you enjoyed this horror story, make sure to hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe to Novel Nest for more chilling tales. Your support helps us bring you even darker, scarier stories every day. And remember, the house might be watching you too.